So we're at with some more Unicorn Overlord, and we're gonna attempt to get some of the items we got from the treasure maps that we dug up in the last video here. I didn't look up their locations or anything, so we're kind of still just going off the map here. That being said, I mean, a lot of the actual hints they give for these ones tend to be pretty well. So it's not too difficult. Master's Gauntlets. Okay. Well, look at our next set here. We do have access to that area. It's like in the middle of the desert. Surely they've got a better hint for me than that. Based on that, it's just a little mountain in the middle of the area here. Okay, so it's just going to be a mountain that's going to be off itself, more or less. Where am I at? I am outside of its range. Okay, good to know. Is it you up there? It kind of looks like you over here. It is. Well, kind of helps that report over there was able to help me out. Twin Dragon. That looks like it's going to be at the edge of the shore within that area. Probably somewhere around here, I'm guessing. That's a little bit high, but that's fine. It generally puts me in the area I want to be. So, we know it was by the water, which, being 99% desert here, doesn't exactly leave us much area to work with. There we go. Knot of Ruin. There was a Divine Shard hanging down here somewhere. Although it doesn't look like I can reach it from there. Okay then. Well, on to the next treasure map then. More so in the middle of the map. It says there's like another report around here. May as well go ahead and check it out. Gloucester, Magellan, makes sense. I'm sorry, Magellan, truth. Give it a rest, will you? It wasn't your fault and you know it. All the same, my grief still lingers for the pain I inflicted upon these lands. What can I possibly do to atone for such failing? Nothing, really, but I get where you're coming from. Feels weird coming back to your senses only for everyone else to be acting like you never even left. But there's no denying the good you did for our desert. You never turned your backs on us, even when the whole nation was calling us criminals. And somehow you still want to keep helping them, too. A lot of other people in this country owe their lives to you, Gloucester. So yeah, it doesn't matter what you did while you were gone. We're just happy having you back. Thank you, Magellan. Anyway, enough of that depressing stuff. How about you and me talk more over a nice cold drink? I'd be glad to. But first, know that I shall ever stand in service of your people just as I did for all those years prior. Alright, nice little short conversation there. Alright, where were we actually headed now? That's more so the middle area here. Something tells me it's going to be behind the bridge. It might be bridge locked, would be my guess. Although it still shows that it's farther up in the area. It's like in the middle of the trees somewhere. Although that's even higher. That's more towards like this auxiliary. Now it shows us in the middle. Although we have a bunch of trees. So it's a bunch of trees right before a cliff. It definitely looks like it caves inward. In which case we're probably looking somewhere more towards the bottom of the screen when that does happen. So still within this range here. I have a feeling it's going to be over there by the bridge would be my guess. In which case I won't be able to get it, but we shall see. I mean, it's trees and then kind of spreads out like that. Hey, there we go. View of Illusion, Salamander Ring, extra 6,000 gold never hurts. And the final treasure map mark. Looks like it's right behind a town, more or less, with some windmills there. here? Nah, there's not even, it's not even inside the circle. Well, yeah, that doesn't exactly do much, huh? This has got to be it. Now it's just a matter of where in this area it is. Alright, well that was easy. Precious, we're on. Well, we may as well see what those items are looking like for us. Dew of Illusion, we should definitely make use of those right now. Give the rest of them to Virginia, sounds good to me. Virginia continuing the BOP. Wingcrest Blade, 21 physical attack plus 1 PP. I'm not critting with it, but it would be nice for those who want to make use of it. Sanguine Axe, Knot of Ruin, minus 30 HP, minus 10 initiative, plus 1 AP. That does not seem worth it at all. That is way too harsh a penalties to pay for plus 1 AP. Precious Rod, limited heal. Restore minor HP to all allies above their limits. Potency increases with fewer allies. Can heal up to 150% above maximum HP. I don't know, that seems a bit too gimmicky more than anything. Bestowing Dragon Shield though, freeze and burn immunity. Man, that would have been helpful for the fights leading up to Amelia, with that one where the Fire Breath got freezing capabilities. Burn immunity. Man, between these two, it would have been fine, although I guess you already have burn immunity and the Dragon Shield. But that's besides the point. Okay, that's all maps done. Let's go ahead and do these side stories, shall we? Level 15. We're still above the difficulty, or well, the levels anyway, so we'll probably just go ahead and run this mission over, since nobody's really going to get any XP out of it due to the level disparity. The harbor in Dragonhold holds great strategic importance, and harmed by Leia's proposal for a joint operation with the militia, the Liberation Army sets out to secure the harbor. Let's do it, shall we?
Given where the militia is positioned, I propose we employ a two-pronged strategy. A pincer, if you will.
Sure.
I tend to agree, as long as we're careful. If one arm reaches too far ahead of the other, it's liable to have its fingers chopped off.
Foreshadowing much, Virginia?
The geysers scattered across the region are another topic to take note of. There's no knowing when one might erupt beneath us.
Your Majesty. Apologies for the interruption, but I come with urgent news. The militia grew impatient and went on ahead. They were surrounded before they even reached Fruth.
Of course they did.
This, in the very moment we depended on them.
From what I can gather, they weren't too thrilled with the idea of taking help from Cornea.
Yeah, they were pretty blatant about that,
To
that's
match their
for sure.
pride.
Sending reinforcements will be a dangerous proposition, Your Highness. The militia will fall in but a matter of time.
Joseph, I know what
All
you're
the same,
saying, but
we
you
can't
know
abandon
Elaine,
them to
he's
their fates.
definitely not going to allow
Not
that
after
to
I'm the one
happen.
who proposed this operation.
I know that you're worried for your friends, Leia, I truly do. But that doesn't make rescuing them any safer.
True.
At least let me
Virginia
send
making
someone.
sense for once. What?
Even if it has to be me alone, I'll do it.
I'm sorry. The risk is too great.
But I can slip past them unnoticed.
Leia, no.
I swear upon my very life.
Joseph, send a scouting party out at once. We prepare to march in the meantime.
Very well, Your Highness.
It's alright, we got flyers, we can make this happen.
Your knowledge of the land will be invaluable to us, Leia. I ask that you be our guide in the battle ahead.
And Berengaria is still kidnapped.
As you command.
One day we'll get her back, presumably. She was, like, definitely one of my better units, too, so getting her back would be ideal. Hopefully it doesn't steal all my equipment and stuff I had on her. I doubt they would do that, but that would be kind of awful if they did. What are our scouts saying, Joseph? As we understand it, the militia is currently stationed in the ruins church to the north. And Sonora has them surrounded from all angles, leaving well nigh no chance of escape. Great. Of course, our objective here is the reclamation of the harbor itself, not the salvation of their militia. You know, that's going to trigger somebody. As such, I believe it's our wisest course of action to turn our attention solely towards the harbor. Agnew suggests such thing. We can still save them. I mean, to prioritize their safety over that of the entire region. No, we'll rescue both. But Your Highness, we've overcome such disadvantages time and time again, Joseph, and we'll do so today. Send word to our army, we march in the name of the Unicorn. Look, sir, the liberation has come to our rescue. Don't celebrate just yet. We're bait laid out to entrap them, nothing more. Still, they wouldn't let us die, would they? I can't say, but we're the ones who put ourselves in this mess, and I can't imagine they'll be too enthusiastic about hauling us out of it. All we can do now is fight with valor to the bitter end. Well, it's a defeat condition of them being defeated, so I suppose I really don't have an option in it. Which, you know, if they're gonna give me all these options of, well, you could just leave them, and then the game's like, actually, just don't do that, and it's like, oh, well, okay then.
Faye shall guide me.
Alright, so the idea here is, I've got to save one of the slots. We're gonna go ahead and save one, and we're gonna go ahead and use our haste all with the valor that we save.
I'll do as I must.
And these guys can start making their way through this area.
Lost enough already.
Those two can go ahead and help each other. Fran can fly around the geysers here and go help the others, hopefully. And with everybody being hastened, they should be able to get around the map a lot quicker. That's a lot of water there. I think those are the geysers we've been hearing so much about. They are. Get close at the wrong time and you'll just see why everyone warned us about it. Units that come in contact with an erupting geyser will suffer damage and be temporarily immobilized. This will leave you susceptible to incoming enemy attacks, so be sure to time your advance with extreme caution. Take these. Immediately gives you the answer to them. Okay. They're called giant canopies, and they'll keep you from taking damage from the environment. Try using one before you boil us alive in those geysers. Excuse you, Virginia. I was already planning to go around them. Like, why you gotta be like that? Oh boy.
An ill-omened battle.
Alright, they're starting to get worn down. Jeez, immediately got one shot. Yikes.
An arduous task.
Wow.
Fortune favors you.
As one.
Well, I suppose this makes you take less damage. Getting rid of that watchtower will certainly help them out a little bit. That 69 crit never hurts. Man, double crit and still lived. So tasty. Oh, good. Well, good thing she dodged that first one, because she was definitely dead if she didn't. With that much damage, we stunned him, so he's not going to be able to heal himself. That worked.
A clear victory.
Still going to take a little bit of damage here.
It shall be over.
Wow, you think they would do better with that? Well, apparently this is beyond better for them. Else, Lindy over here is probably going to shred these knights for us. Everybody dodged that fire attack. Yeah, if only it was always that easy. Go on. The wind arrow being hybrid damage, definitely putting in work. Good thing she guarded that, otherwise she would have been dead. Another one. And it's just that easy.
It is done.
Of course, they're already overleveled, so they don't get any experience from it, but you know, it works. You two go ahead and get your kills over here. I mean, it shouldn't matter which one hits here. 20s, 18s.
It shall be over in a moment.
You are slightly lower level, so go ahead and get this kill here. Lisa and Gloucester can still get a little bit of XP in this fight. Everybody else is just going to get non-existent XP.
I accept.
There's an item chilling all the way over here. Looks like we can summon allies from that garrison and probably from over at this town. So we'll let them go ahead and take care of that for us. Fran can go ahead and bully these wizards.
Victory is ours.
Go ahead and take this watchtower.
take it
That
off
way you
your
take
hands.
less stamina. Because we're gonna negate the
nothing.
stamina. Just... Fran, is you in front? Okay, that saves us like 50 damage or so. Yeah, that'll work.
It seems you've misjudged me.
There we
I
go.
stand ready.
And Fran continues to do Fran things by just
Understood.
flying over all of the traps and terrain for us. Having another haster would be nice.
My hands are.
Fortune favors you.
Yeah, this
As
probably
one.
works out a lot better for our archer group here. Who would have thought? Archers against flyers. Oh, she missed. You missed a 75. Come on now. Our human archers seem to do a lot better more
Let me
offensively.
heal you.
No surprise there, the elven archers are a bit more defensive, but they do have
A regrettable
a
end.
hybrid utility, which is very nice.
A clear victory.
Still not going to get any
As long
XP
as
for
I
this
live,
area,
I'll
but
never
it is
stop
what it
resisting.
is.
This is the place.
Awkward, I forgot
you
to
will
tell
it.
them to keep moving.
I'll stop you.
That's a
have
kill
you.
for you.
I aid
That
you
is
from
not
afar.
a kill for you.
This battle is
Alright,
mine.
As
well,
one.
you guys can have this then. We'll probably have the rest of these guys, but actually we have
It's not
Eltalindy in the group, in which case, if we can get up to 3 Valor, then we can go ahead and stop these guys from breasting. The fact that it costs 3 Valor, it's so expensive. I know
As if
why
I could
it's so
fail.
expensive, because
The
of how
foreseen
powerful it
outcome.
could be, but man, it's so expensive. Alright, you guys hit up this camp, that way you
Moving
guys
out.
get your stamina back, that way we can continue moving forward here.
As you
Is
ordered.
this the place?
There we go, that heals you guys up as
Your
well.
orders, if you will.
Stamina's back, and go ahead and fight
Departing.
this guy.
Face me and be
We
cut
managed to
down.
move Fran around all the geysers so far, so they really haven't been an issue for us this fight.
Victory is
Of course,
ours.
if we get to one-shot the enemies,
your
they'd be a
service.
bit more of an issue, but for
Sir.
the time being.
I'll be taking that.
Steel Trap. Don't really care about that all too much, but it
Nowhere
gave us
is too
enough
far.
valor to continue pushing
At
these
your
guys
service.
out. Should probably just go straight for these guys to help them out, since they're starting to get worn down here. Thankfully, it only looks like they're attacking them one at a time, really.
Understood.
Not that's
stand
how we
ready.
wanted to do. There we go. That
Sir.
way that she doesn't run into that geyser. These guys are only
Such
living because of
fortune
their
favors you.
I have you.
defense off the mantlet there. And the fact that these berserkers are so HP tanky. Well, that's fine,
With the
because that means
blessing
they're
of the-
just
as you
dead
will
on
it.
this attack here.
My blade.
I aid you
Range
from
attack
afar.
doesn't help you at all here. What if we put Railnor in front? We take like half the damage? Yeah, that'll do. And she's not even the one taking damage there, it's Lisa taking the
True
damage.
strength prevails.
And now we can continue to send these guys over.
Understood.
We could put down like a lane or something just to go ahead and grab those items over there with the paladin movement speed.
Day will be ours. We march.
So we'll just go ahead and have him grab these for us.
To me.
And it looks like we got just about everything else over there. We do definitely have to go help out those units
You're
over there.
nothing.
We will end up taking that camp right there because I have no
It
other
seems
ways
you've
of getting
misjudged me.
stamina back outside using
Nowhere is too
items, which
far.
is also
Understood.
fine. We could do that if we need to.
Standing by.
Probably would have been even better
At
than
your
taking
service.
the camp for the fact that
At once.
we could have used that later in the fight. Seems we made it just in time. Come, my prince, there's not a moment to spare. The rebels have waltzed straight into our trap. A valiant attempt at nobility dragged through the dirt by their own naive minds. All units change course. We strike now at deliberation. Oh no, not everybody go attack Fran. No, please. Whatever will I do? Just got a random thief
Can you
behind
match
us.
Fortune
Ooh.
favors you.
He went slightly slower,
you
so
from
now
afar.
she's going to take more damage, and I can't switch them out with each other right now. Although that was mostly Lisa taking all the damage there, but that's okay. We have a lane coming if
I
need be.
accept.
You're just barely out of range to make
My
this
blade
happen.
hungers.
Fortune
Well, you
favors
get
you.
this kill here. They did end up hitting Railnor in this one.
Behold the error of your ways.
I've lost
All
enough
right.
already.
I'll not start complaining now.
Apparently those thieves will wreck you, so don't do that. You are real sorts of weak. Yucks.
Your
All
orders,
right,
if you
well,
will.
that's the
Understood.
case.
I should tend to my wounds.
We can run you to
Moving
the beach over here. That should help you a little bit. They're even stronger than I expected. So be it. We'll never perish this easy. I guess that means they're still getting attacked. Nah, they're still doing fine over there. They're big
Nowhere
chilling
is too
even.
far.
Go ahead and haste Fran here
I
again.
can do this.
That way she can actually continue to keep moving through relatively fine. Once we take one of these garrisons, we can get the others over there that start helping out. But for right
Face me
now,
and
she's
be cut
just
down.
going to go ahead and destroy everybody. Surely they won't
Victory
lose
is
the
ours.
thief attacking them.
At your
Yeah, no,
service.
they're not.
Sir, I stand ready.
You don't get that kill? Wow. You don't wreck the thieves?
once.
Really? Come on now, Fran. Yeah, you're just being
I'm not
ridiculous.
sure how long.
As
Wow,
one.
really?
I will.
I have you.
Why are you getting wrecked so badly? That's not great. Still counts as a win. Certainly don't feel like a win, but it, you know.
I'll
Well,
not
that's
start
not great.
complaining now.
Well, we do have
Most worrisome
merciful
state
rain.
of affairs.
Although, with people being down at the moment, that doesn't exactly do much for us. I don't really want to use revive orbs here.
Under
Especially
their
on
protection.
these easier fights, but I suppose this will work out. We can always buy more provisions. We really haven't bought like an insane amount of provisions or anything
Our
throughout this, so
lives
it's
hang in the
fine.
balance.
Puts them in a much better position to actually be able to do things
I
for
trust
us.
in your judgment.
Get rid of
Departing.
this thief right here. I'd just rather not deal
The
with them.
tide now turns.
Okay. Why are you getting wrecked so badly here? Is it because Celeste is dying or something? Is that what it is? It could very well do that. Okay, apparently she's just dead with that. 98 damage. Well, apparently, for whatever reason, Fran could not be in front. We actually get the kill with Armis in front.
We'll continue apace.
Well, we got the kill. It wasn't
Most
fantastic,
worrisome
but we
state
got
of
it.
affairs. Our lives hang in the balance.
Those two are about to run out of stamina there. Not ideal.
You're nothing.
Alright, that's another
Dead and
thief out of the way.
At your
You
service.
can go ahead and get rid of the shaman, or apparently not. You don't really win against the thieves either. Fran,
Understood.
why are you trolling me right now? Would be nice to get one of these garrisons and start getting some other people over.
Splendid.
We might just send Elaine over there and just have him help out here. Mostly because they're getting wrecked right now over
Onward.
there. Fran, you're still flying over there.
I'll stop
It
you.
shall
You're
be over in a
dead.
moment.
We just healed you, so now you're
I aid
actually
you from
fine to go
afar.
ahead and take this hit for us.
Got more where that came from?
Alright.
In his royal
It's
name.
probably the only level they're
moment
getting
is
up
all I
in this fight.
My
Well, now
resolve
he
will
can go
never
ahead and
waver.
come over
Departing.
here, and that'll get Railnor the ability to go ahead and actually get that kill for
Come
us.
for me, have they?
Oh no, I won't be able to use the assist. Oh, whatever will I do? Fran's
Face me
even
and be
just gonna
cut
go ahead and
down.
continue to destroy these guys over here.
Victory is ours. Nowhere is too
Now
far.
it says
At
you
once.
destroy those thieves, yet beforehand you were getting
The
wrecked.
tide now turns.
Well, this is still a kill. And considering they're about to respawn and do far more damage to them, it's
I'm
definitely
unable to
better it
move.
worked out like that. Thankfully, these guys don't use arrow rain, so they should be fine for Elaine to get over
March.
there and help them out. Fran, go ahead and continue to
You're
bully
nothing.
over here. Try and keep those guys over there as long as you
I have to
can,
catch my
anyways. they are pretty well flying. Their tank's
I
about to
stand
go
ready.
down there, which is not a deal. I don't really have anything else to get these guys stamina back, so I suppose we'll leave them there for the shaman to run into them and get picked off as a
Time to
result.
act.
Don't really have
Our
anything for
lives
you
hang
there.
in the balance.
Still don't really have anything for you there. Well, I guess we
With the
can rest
blessing
you
of the
here.
Fae.
My resolve will never waver.
And then we can go ahead and do quick call. That gets you two back up.
Much
Victory is
appreciated.
close at hand.
And
I'll do as I must.
you get absolutely wrecked by that. Okay, that's
Our
great.
lives hang in the balance.
And with 2 people gone, you're not
Most
really doing
worries
Time
much
to
in that
act.
regard.
As you will
We
it.
can
Our
have you work
lives
towards
hang
this
in the
camp.
balance. I accept.
And then Elaine can go ahead and deal with the garrison, just so
My
that way we
blade
can keep it
hungers.
moving.
I'll not fall so easily.
Go ahead and take the
I'll do as I
watchtower for
must.
score.
Moving out.
Elaine, go ahead and just bully this
Path
down,
is
I
set.
guess. Just so that way we can start getting some people out for once. That should be a free
Face me
kill,
and
and
be
it
cut
is.
down. My griffin needs a rest.
Alright, now
your
we should
service.
be able to rest you just fine. Then we should really be able to get into it. Look how massive this area is, just for the fact that our actual other deployment areas are
A
so far
valuable
away from
foothold.
each other. Alright,
the
well now
blessing
you're
of the
free to
Fae,
go ahead and
as
hit
you
up
will
that
it.
camp as well. That way we can get people rest for
Come
both
then.
of you.
Well fought.
There we go. He's gonna go ahead and take that kill.
We
I don't
march.
have Travis with me, so I can't just plunder everybody anymore, which is fine. Just means a little
Your
less
villainy
money
ends
for
here.
us, but considering we have, you know, over 150k, I think we'll be alright,
bout.
at least for the time being.
The time is at
Go ahead
hand.
and take that
Onward.
town, get your stamina back. There's a flyer over here, but once I hit this camp, our archer will be rest and should be able to deal with it as need be.
Tis ours now.
You must be the Liberation Army. Please take this. Your Majesty, if we want to finish this quickly, we might be best served crossing the ocean. A flying unit should be more than capable of doing so and eluding the enemy all the while. Yeah, that is absolutely one way you can do this mission. Like, if you wanted to take a griffin and then just haste them, you could just fly over to the harbor here and deal with it. Easier
March.
said than done, as they still have a little bit of defense against that. Unsurprisingly, I mean, they did suggest it to you, right? So,
The Cornian militia fights. Who's my target?
Rolf, you can go ahead and deal with
Understood.
these
The
flips.
time is at hand.
Yana, we can actually have you
A test for
teleport
my
over to
magic.
Fran
Simply
over
say the
there and
word.
still put in some more work for us. There we go. That way she can help guard the NPC while we're here.
Victory awaits.
And then we can
march.
use one more deployment here. I guess we can have please go over
Judgment
there and
shall
just help
you'll not
deal
be
with the
disappointed.
flyers.
I take to the
That
skies.
seems fine. And Elaine, you can continue just grabbing items for us.
The path is set.
Yana, since you
Nowhere
teleport
is too
over
far.
here,
I'll show you what a
you
witch
can
can
go ahead
do.
and bully those
I'm on
guys.
my way.
Everybody should be moving
Awaiting
here
orders.
now. Everybody can go ahead and take that heal, and with that, these two are relatively
Understood.
healed up. Not necessarily at full, but certainly much better than what they were. Railnor,
Can
how
you
you
match
doing
my-
here?
Fortune favors
Much
you.
better.
As one.
Not as...
I aid you from afar.
Alright, we haven't seen enough fights in a minute. Let's go ahead and show those back off, shall we?
Rage of the Fae.
Double crit. Guaranteed crit herself. Poor Lisa. Lisa might, again, be one of those classes where there's just some classes in this game where they really need their promotion to be
I
good.
know no peer.
Maybe that's just me. Like, some of the base classes are just not good, but once they get their promotions, they become far more viable. It's probably a
It
nice
shall
way
be
of
over
putting
in
it.
a moment.
Losing Melissa a little bit unfortunate, but also they're
Behold
not
the
getting
error
XP
of
like
your
that in this fight, so that's
I've lost enough already.
you're gonna
Departing.
heal off
Time
of
to
that.
act.
You're not gonna
Moving
get
out.
XP anyway,
march.
so there's not a real reason
The time
to
is at hand.
have you
Onward.
take that fight.
do as I
Then you can
must.
go ahead and grab that
As you will
item.
it.
Oh, here goes the geysers. I don't believe it. We're actually saved. Prince Elaine, how can I ever thank you for this? You may start by lending us your spear. This battle is not yet won, though it soon shall be. We shall obey your very command. Right. Well, they say they'll
I am your
obey
humble
us.
servant. Forward.
Ready.
I'm gonna take those
Don't worry.
ruins on the off chance it's gonna
I
actually
stand
give
ready.
us something. Fran, go ahead and go around the geysers and continue the attack. Everybody else has got somewhere to move. Alright, good. We can do an
Shall I?
assistance
I'm
task
here.
with Diana as well. I doubt they're really going to be able to do anything against that
Such is
harbor
war.
area.
I'll show
Yeah,
you
you're
what a
taking
witch
the
can do.
ruins.
How may I assist?
These are generics after all, but apparently they could still do at least a little bit. Although they will get hit by like 3 different debuffers right there, so not exactly the first thing I'm trying
I
to
am your
do.
humble servant.
You got anybody hiding
As you
over
wish.
here? How about you check that for us?
I'll stop you myself.
I
It
have
said
you.
they were
I'm
going
here
to
too.
heal. There we go. There's our healing we were looking for.
The foreseen
Should probably
outcome.
put Fran back in front again, since I'm sure she'll do far better dodging. Or maybe not even dodging, but being able to just tank a hit in general, since sword fighters. Shortly by the time we get over here, those geysers will be worn
Right.
off. Is that thief actually trying to run all the way back to my command post? They better not be. That'd be so cheeky of
Victory
them.
grows ever closer.
Go ahead and take this garrison.
The path is...
What? That counted as hitting a layer? Well,
Here I
whatever.
am.
Alright. Do you acknowledge? Sure, why not? They're actually gonna try and be that cheeky. Well, you know what? Good luck.
You've made the right call.
If you can kill Virginia's group as a rando thief,
We march.
then by all means
me.
you can hand me that loss, because
to
I
act.
don't see it happening.
With the blessing of the Fae.
Realnor's group is good. Alright, she can
By
move
the
over
Fae's
here.
grace.
Police is going to deal with that. Fran's making her way over there. Yana can go ahead and bully
Your
these
fate is
thieves.
sealed.
That group kind of just hard
Those are
counters
thoughts.
thieves, so they really had no
Simply say the
chance
word. It'll be done.
there. Okay, well, it looks like nobody's over there. Good to know.
Your orders,
And
sir.
you can go ahead. I suppose you can make your way over here. I don't
Forward.
really expect you to do much. We shall see.
Time is at
Elaine,
hand.
I suppose you can go chase
The path
after
is
him.
set.
I doubt you really catch up to him, but I don't really need you for much else.
Best be
over here.
careful.
Air rain, cheeky. It's gonna hit both of them, but they should still be able to fight well regardless.
mercy,
Yeah, I
have
mean
my
they
aid.
heal for 29. Well, apparently it was not Fran or my archer that was getting healed off that fight. Feels bad, man.
You're
But
nothing.
yeah, they still
I'm
can't do any damage to her. Well, looks like Keitra and Miriam over there just gonna go ahead and carry that fight.
What magic should
And now
I
Yana's
grace you
just gonna
with?
heal the full off these guys. Saint of Knight's
was
really
that
good.
it? Ready.
Saint of Knight's,
I'm on my
I'm
way.
pretty
At
sure
service.
just the female version of
once.
Joseph's
I am
class,
your
which would
humble
make
servant.
sense why they're as good as they are.
As you wish.
Your fate
That's a
is
free
sealed.
kill.
A victory years in the making.
This is the place.
I'll
that's
show
a
you what a witch
watchtower,
can do.
Yana.
It'll be done.
You
I trust in your
can
judgment.
go ahead and go through here.
Understood.
Real
I'll do as I
you can make
must.
your way over here.
Moving out.
I'm ready.
Rolf, you're already moving. Plane's over there. This... He really did try to go for the
You
command
don't stand
post.
a
What a
chance.
cheeky dude. He really tried that. Ain't no way. Alright,
A
well,
paltry effort.
you learned what happens when you try that against
Face
Virginia's
me
group.
and you have my aid.
Ah, do much
I'll
worse.
not show mercy.
Well, I
Let's
didn't
see what
really
you're
expect the
capable of.
generic to do much there. Can't say I'm surprised by that one.
I've depleted my magic.
Well, that's not great.
Nowhere is too far.
Your
Surely
orders,
you
sir.
can deal with thieves
Forward.
at the very
At your
least.
service.
I mean, come on.
Understood.
Man. Yana's not resting, so she
You're
can
not-
take this
What
fight.
magic should I grace you with?
There we go.
I can't keep going.
You might be trying to use
I am
that
your
Dragoon
humble
dive
servant.
on our
I make
generics
haste.
there. I don't know if
Nowhere
them
is too
dying would
far.
somehow be bad for us, so let's just not say we did, shall we?
At once, in the name of the
Man,
liberation.
please, how slow are you for the fact that you're still getting outran by this wyvern right
What's
here? Like,
next?
come on now.
I
Serious?
must.
Let's see what you're capable
Baden.
of.
Thanks for putting Yana into the tower, so now I can rest her and get it half the wait time.
Simply say the word.
And please,
I
you can
stand
go
ready.
ahead and bully these
Your will
guys.
shall be done.
Easy
Blasphemous
enough.
fool.
That wasn't boss. I should have just let that play out, but that's
I'll never hold myself back.
Speed X. Inflicts initiative minus 30, but it's only on a single target though. That was like the entire team, it won't be as bad. It's also at the start of a battle, which is just worse than some of our other skills. There's use for it, but by this point we just have better gear and better skills. So yeah, not too difficult of a battle, he says, while being almost like double levels the fight intended. But hey, they gave me the option to go with the Albion, so how could I say no?
The Fruth Militia has saved my prince, and it is entirely thanks to you. You have my undying gratitude.
I'm sorry, my lord. We should never have charged ahead like that.
That's right.
Focus your energy on the wounded, not needless apologies. There will be time to discuss our next moves after.
Of course, my lord. And thank you.
Oh yeah, now you want to be friends? I see.
Your
how it
skill
is.
in commanding an army is unmatched, my prince.
Such skill would be nothing without the finest blades to back it up.
Bad news, Elaine.
What is it, Lex?
We got more enemies holed up in a storehouse by the docks.
Is that
We
what?
must have overlooked them during our rounds of the harbor.
They used to be Dragonhold soldiers from the looks of it. Knew their way around here well enough to slip clean by us. And now they're camped
Okay,
out in
then.
there, flat out refusing to surrender. What do you want to do?
I'll handle this.
No.
Oh,
Leia. Persuade these dissidents to lay down their arms.
we're
Are
giving
you
you a
certain,
chance here,
sir?
Leia.
I wager they would sooner trust a fellow citizen of Dragonhold before one of our ranks.
Makes sense.
Not to mention that Virginia is more likely to elicit a declaration of war than a timely surrender.
Got her.
I'll
Which
show you war. But the point stands rightly made.
she's not even denying
Tell
yet,
them their
and
lives will
yet
be
she still
spared
gets
should they
mad at
only
us
agree
for
to
saying it.
relinquish
Make
their
it make
blades.
sense.
I promise it on my royal name.
I will see it done.
So let's get over there already. Come on, Leia.
What are you waiting on now? Come on, get going. Man, Leia really just likes to stay on the leash. That's all I'm saying. Here we go. Well, that was a relatively large area cleared out. Black Iron Great Shield, Concealing Cloak. I mean, I suppose there's something to it. Prince Elaine, we managed to persuade the remaining enemies to surrender. That and the militia has offered to watch over the town in our absence. I believe we can trust them to see it done. Okay then. Think we'd be able to set sail somewhere. Someone was nice to fix up the harbor. Heard some bandits called the Rock Rats had stolen all sorts of supplies from Zenoria. I guess that's why they were so on edge. Everyone who rolled over inside was Zenoria as scared as anything right now. Serves the cowards right in my book. The town's still quite in state, but at least we're free of those cursed Zenorians. Thanks for that. Back when I joined the militia, I thought I was ready to give my life more to the cause. But when the going got tough, I hung back and didn't do a thing. So much for bravado, huh? Thank you again for sparing our blushes, Your Highness, and worry not, we shall see the harbor safe from now on. I don't have any lumber for the harbor. Alright, well, looks like that city's not getting repaired just yet.
You won't find
Heads
finer
of
weapons in
axe.
all of Drakenhold.
Attack a single enemy, inflict passive steel, inflict a death blow, targets at 25% HP or less. I mean, insta-kills, it's at 25% though. It's really more of a finisher than anything. But I suppose there's still use for it. Where else we want to go with this? Anything in the garrison? Sees the garrison as our own, Your Highness. Okay. Thanks for that, I guess. You and I face common enemies, so I'm setting aside my prejudices and supporting you with all my heart. Thanks. Cornia and militia seems to be patiently building up their armies of few soldiers at a time. In hindsight, we ought to have done the same. A little too late for that. At least one of the Dragonhold's princes is still putting up a fight. I'm not sure where Ludwig disappeared to, but it's still good to see Gilbert hanging in there. And in the blink of an eye, years of Zenorian cruelty gone. I heard the Prince of Cornia is the one leading the Liberation Army, but now they're helping all of Fair Varith, not just Cornia. It's really something, I tell you. Indeed. Well, I've got timber to last me for days. The rest of this stuff, yeah, you know, not so much. I know what to say other than thanks. Slow town might just bounce back, good see you. Sounds good to me. Looks like it's probably going to be like 5,000 renown for next spring. I didn't get anybody from that fight, even though it called it a side quest, unless I somehow missed somebody. I'll take the Knight's Medallion, Guard Rate, Physical Defense, and 10% Physical Defense. This is grants the user +1 AP and -50 attack. So you're trading PP for AP and 50% your attack. I'll take it on the off chance it becomes useful, if I can find a use for it. It doesn't seem good right now, but maybe it's something. But we'll do what we can day after day. I mean, maybe you could make the shaman make use of it, right? Because, I mean, you don't need the attack with them since they're not attacking. Although, I guess is their AP worth it more than their PP is a different question. And magnificent victory, Your Highness. The slam will surely prove useful in the days to come. Those that are left from the militia are staying here to help govern the people. It's a good thing you're the one who came to our aid, Your Highness. Us shamans can use offensive curse, slow our enemies' attack power. Yeah. We're well aware, shamans pretty good. Even if they're not able to do much. Clerics, get rid of shamans' debuffs, makes sense. Wyvern Knights pose quite the challenge for cavalry like myself. Not only are their attacks especially potent against us, but we can't even guard their hits. Wyverns, huh? My Toxic Bolt skill lets me inflict poison on my enemies. That means they'll work about just about everyone, even if they got heavy armor or a strong constitution. Yeah. That was more fun than I'm used to having these days. By the way, enemies will take damage from poison right before they use an active skill. Poison someone with low initiative at the start of battle and it'll hurt them before they even had a chance to move. That is kind of the thing with poison, though. You have to be faster than the enemy that you're actually trying to poison with, because it activates off their active skills. So if they already use all their active skills before you poison them, it's basically just a waste of a status effect. Can't go through there just yet. There is one liberation down here. I don't know if doing this side quest with Gilbert actually messes that up at all. But it also seemed like it might mess up Gilbert's if I do that before Gilbert's. So we're going to go ahead and do Gilbert's in the next one, and if it doesn't mess up that liberation, then we will just go ahead and do that liberation in the next one. Anyway, slightly shorter than some of our other ones. Not to say that it's a short video. But that being said, appreciate you guys for watching, and we will see you guys in the next one. See you.